Okay.
All right, guys, welcome to the official first Rockstar's FBA team call, hangout, whatever you want to call it. My name is Charles Leslie, or Chaz, as you'll hear me called, and I'd love to introduce, I just now read that, Latin Gladiator, a.k.a. Carlos, and Matthew Duncan, who are my two admins helping me out with this group. We're a brand new group of FBA people. I wanted to bring together a group of people that are truly here to help each other because especially with FBA, I'm in a network marketing business, which is my primary business. There's incentive in network marketing for me to go and recruit other people, right? Here's the difference between that type of business model and FBA is FBA, you have no incentive to help anybody. You sell your own stuff, and that's basically it. You make the profit. Unless you're a paid coach, which that's a whole nother topic. Unless you're getting paid to coach people on FBA, you don't have any incentive. So I joined as a newbie, I don't even know, I think I'm on week 5 or 6 now. About 6 weeks ago, I joined the whole FBA business. I took a class on this thing and learned from the best, probably one of the best guys in the whole industry. And he taught us exactly what to do, and I came home and I just put it to work. So I got plugged into all these different Facebook groups, and I definitely saw a lack of support for the new people in this. A lot of the answers I saw were very short. Some people were definitely negative. I had some bad run-ins with some admins. It was a no good start for myself. And so I thought, having the experience I do, I'm also a massage therapist, which I run full-time right out of this spare bedroom right here. It's like my home office. And then I'm also in the online health and fitness field as well with Team Beachbody, P90X. You guys have probably heard about that stuff. So with the health and fitness business, I have run multiple Facebook groups for several years. I do what I call challenge groups. And so I have experience with leading different groups and getting results out of them. So when I got plugged into these Facebook groups for FBA, I definitely saw immediately there was a lack of support, which means a lot of the new people are going to get plugged in, be excited, but have no freaking idea what to do, which is where most of us started, right?
And to this day, like I get onto the first group where I met you, man, and there's a newbie question here, and it's like the post was like an hour. He posted it an hour ago, and not one reply, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah, no, I want this group. I mean, us three are 3 admins. I mean, these 2 guys are going to rock this thing. I mean, I'm so happy you guys said yes to this. So we want to make this group the best damn FBA group in here. And 2016 is the year that we do that. We just got this thing up off the ground. I pulled Matt back in here. He left the group, and I'm like, dude, we need you. So shout out to Matt. Especially he's going to help us do this thing and do it the right way. So I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. If you're watching the recording or if you're on the live call, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day, your evening, whatever time you're watching this to be here with us. So how we're going to work this group is a quick layout. Every Tuesday, like we're doing right now, is going to be a live hangout. So 10 to 15 minutes before the actual call, I will post the Zoom link. And Zoom is the platform we're using here. If you do not have a webcam or anything like that for a desktop like I do here, you can download the app. Just look up Zoom video and you'll see that app there. You do not have to participate with webcam and talking, although it's highly encouraged because we're all a family here. I want this to be a really tight-knit group and community. But you can mute yourself and shut your screen off if you want to, so you can just listen in. These are also recorded. They will be posted on my personal YouTube channel, and I'll keep a file inside the group that will have all of these recordings. So every Tuesday, we're going to hop up here for just the time limit on Zoom is 25 minutes for the free version. I have no problem paying for the actual. It's $10 a month, and you get unlimited time.
If you think about it, $3 each. I mean, you know what I mean? Like.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so I don't mind paying for that out of my pocket. It's a tax write-off, so I need it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take the tax write-off. Take that one for the team, and we can get up here for an hour if we want to. But for now, we'll keep them short and sweet, to the point. That's every Tuesday. So every Monday morning, I'm going to we didn't do it this week because it was my own bad. I have a crazy schedule this week. But every Monday moving forward, I'm going to post, I'll probably pin it to the top, saying Q&A of the week. So I'll put whatever week we're in. So that's where you drop all your questions that you have. And then on these calls at the end, sometime in this call, we'll answer those, which we have a few coming up. So that's every Tuesday. Every Saturday, I want you to post your best score of the week. your best haul. So that can be a picture of like your cart with a bunch of cool stuff in it. Or if you use like myself, I'm a big fan of Inventory Lab because it shows the cost of goods versus net profit. If you want to post a picture of that and call that your haul of the week, your most kick-ass purchase or sale that you did, that's on Saturdays. Sundays are going to be obviously end of the week, so we'll do sales of the week. If you want to take a screenshot of how your week went, share any advice, maybe failures or successes that you had, that would be the time to do it. And once per day, you can post a score of the day. So this can be a single item or a single sale that you made. So if you picked up something like for myself, I'm a huge Goodwill fan. So if I pick up something awesome at Goodwill that profits 1,000%, I can post one of those a day. Or if something sells through your Amazon Sellers app, most of us use that. You refresh and you see that you sold something at an awesome profit. You can take a screenshot, share that. But we want to start dialing back. I know for myself, I just went friggin' gung-ho in the beginning with it because I was so excited. But we want to just keep this, a nice type of flow going with it. So that's the general layout of the group. For the most part, we're just a bunch of normal people with jobs and careers and all this kind of stuff trying to make this FBA business work. And I want us to be that community that is not out there. So moving forward, I'll start with myself. My tip of the week is consistency. I did so much throughout my first 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, I lived and breathed this thing. I put my other 2 businesses on the back burner because I knew I had to make this work straight out of the gate. So I know for myself, I did $5,000 in sales in my first, actually I just passed that a couple days ago. So about 5 weeks, $5,000 in sales. That did not happen without consistency though, because I literally put it in my schedule, in my calendar, 10 a.m. every day. I would go into Goodwill, and we have Ross, which is like a not a thrift store, but they take overstock items and sell it there. So I had like 3 or 4 stores at 10 a.m. I went there at least 4 days a week, if not every single day. And most of the time I was out grocery shopping. You bet your ass I was scanning stuff too. It's consistency. You have to have it, especially if you look at the fact that you want to create a consistent income, right? You have to be consistent with sending stuff in. Because, for example, I had mentioned to these guys before we start recording, but I, in my massage business, I have a crazy massage schedule this week. Way more clients than I usually take on because I'm covering for somebody else's business. And that has my focus right now. So FBA is kind of put on the back burner for this week, and my time is very limited. And I noticed that I have not gone out into a store and done some RA work in about 3 days, which for me is like, I don't like that. I want to go out right now. That's just not a good thing. And that's lack of consistency. So guess what? There's 3 days of shipments that I'm missing out on. I could have sent a shipment yesterday or today that would have hit the warehouse by the time I go out and scan some more stuff. So if you want to create consistent income coming in, you need to be pushing that same amount out every single week. Whether or not you do 4 shipments a week of smaller items, or if you do 1 to 2 shipments of larger items, that's completely up to you and how you work your business model. But for me, consistency this week is going to be key. So I know for myself, even though I'm limited on time, on my lunch breaks, I know that I can take 15 minutes, go scan Goodwill real quick in the electronics and my hot spots, and hopefully score a few items. So that's my tip of the week, is consistency. Without it, business is nothing. So whoever wants to take over next and share their tip, go for it.
All right, I'll go. I'll take this. All right. Well, first of all, like, I'm a big reader. Like, I don't just I mean, the Facebook groups are awesome. There's a lot of free knowledge, but there's dudes I haven't even found online that I found a whole bunch of books. I went on Amazon, looked for Amazon FBA books. I'm mostly a drop shipper, so that's where I wanted to. Eventually, I wanted to do just go straight to private labeling. So I went into this private label group, but then I started reading the comments and what they go through, and a lot of people I talked to, they just said like, no, they started with retail arbitrage and online arbitrage to build up the funds, because for a private label thing, you need to like straight up big funds for the PPC and all that stuff. So that led me to a whole bunch of other books, like this one, for example, is Amazon FBA Decoded. It talks both about fulfillment by Amazon and some FBA, some private label ideas too. But for the most part, I like it because it has a whole bunch of good stuff for FBA, and as well as it's called Barcode Booty. Oh man, this one, I mean, it was like $10, $10-$12. So if you guys could like spare like $10-$12 on Amazon to get this book, it will help you a lot. Like just carry it with you, read it over and over again. You'll see stuff like, oh, you might. I personally found like a lot of the stuff I learned from Facebook groups, but again, I found 2, 3, 5, or even 5 different tips that nobody's mentioned in any of the groups that generated me a couple extra bucks because like I guess nobody knew about it or something. So if you guys want to expand, get a few of these Amazon books. And another thing I've seen is like when a new person comes in, the first thing they go is like, okay, so what do I buy? What do I sell? And so this is a clip from this yellow book. It says, in short, physical products, real products, you want to sell actually physical products people want and need. That may sound part or glib, but it's perfect summary of what you want to do after you get there. Now, some people encourage an approach known as long tail selling, which is essentially compiling a vast array of incredibly niche products. Even if you sell only 1 or 2 products in each category, you still end up with the high sales in just salt. Okay, so instead, here's my suggestion. Go out with what you know. Take a look around you at your life, at your hobbies. Take an inventory of what you use in your home or in your office, which I personally did that, by the way. Like I went through for like 3 days straight, and I had my friends do it too. I was like, write down everything you touched throughout the day, everything. And then, handed me the list. And so I went out and then, like tried it out, found some stuff. But at the time I didn't have the funds to purchase it, but I still went out and practiced retail arbitrage,
Love it. Awesome.
Take an inventory of what you use in your home and your office. What are the items you really resonate with? The products you really understand. That's the number one tip I would give people, because again, the first thing they're gonna ask when they go into this group is like, okay, what do I sell? What do you guys sell? Well, there you go. Look around you. Look at what your husband or wife uses on a daily basis. Look what's in your room, what's in your kitchen, what's in your workspace. That's the best way. I would say that's one of the best ways to like get you going, so you won't be completely confused and like, oh, what am I gonna sell? Or what if I buy this and it doesn't sell? Like completely blow it out the window. Just stick to what you know. It's like me. Like I was doing when I was doing MMA for a while. I mean, I wasn't a ground guy. Well, okay, since I'm not a ground guy, how am I going to defend myself from that? Which is like I developed really, really good takedown defense and stuck to what I know, which is, kicks and punches, and it worked for me, So that's my tip of the day.
Okay.
Nice. Love it. Thanks, man.
All right. So I'll start.
Talk fast, so I apologize.
Oh,
You guys
you're
understand me very well?
Yeah. It's called passion when you talk fast.
Oh yeah, like I started getting into it. Like, I started going through the book. Okay, what am I gonna say? And I just skim through it. I'm like, okay, what's the number one thing? What do I sell? So bam.
Nice. Love it. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start with a little bit about me. I actually accidentally came across reselling. I watch tons of YouTube videos, and somehow, you know how YouTube is, like you'll start at one thing and then end up watching something completely different. Well, I came across reselling videos, and it sparked my interest, like especially the thrifting videos. I came across Rake and Profit and Cody Hawk and all them. I mean, just basic YouTube guys. And the next day I went to a Goodwill out near my college. I was going to college down in Memphis College of Art. I stopped by a Half Price Goodwill and found this like cartridge thing. Picked it up for like $2 or $3. Sold it the next day for $30, and
Nice.
I was hooked. Yeah, but I've been dabbling in FBA for a little over a year, just dabbling in it. But recently I've transitioned completely from eBay to FBA, and I guess that's pretty much all about me. So here's the tip. Y'all have already seen them in the group. Sealed CDs. They are extremely easy to come across, extremely easy to spot. Like, there's a stack of CDs. You can see which one has the plastic on it. I mean, it's really easy to find them. They're really cheap, anywhere from $1. Some Goodwills have them like marked automatically $1.99, which mine does. But Some of them, like this one, you can see I paid 99 cents for it. But that's one of my tips because it's just they get lost in the jumble of just the old used CDs, and people like don't care to look through them. And it takes maybe a few minutes to look through all the CDs and find the used ones and scan them. But it's like this one, paid 99 cents, should get about 13 profit out of it. This one paid 1.99, paid up for it a little bit, should get about $6 profit, but that's triple my money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not the amount you get for it. You tripled your money. You're looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. One good thing is some people like I think Goodwill like gets wholesale or something too because they have multiples of a lot of stuff. This had multiples. Paid I think 99 cents a piece for these, and they're both brand new. I can get $20 a piece for each of them. And this one flushed away. It's just like a little soundtrack. Should get $20 for that one too. I paid probably $1 or $2. But that's one of my tips. Another one, I don't know if you guys use it, but void fill. Do you use brown paper as void fill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I was at first using like whenever you go into Walmart down the shipping aisle, they've got that long skinny roll of craft paper for like $4.40 something or $4.70 something. I was using that for a long time, and I recently came across this while I was looking at spray paint. It's like a masking paper.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Dude, it's like it's thick too. So you crumble this up, it's going to take up more space than the original.
Yeah, right, cheaper too.
It's $7.70 something for this huge roll.
I'll say I've been buying the Walmart craft paper, and it's like half that size.
Yeah, the craft paper. I want to say I looked at it. I compared them before I bought this. I want to say the craft paper is 75 square foot. This has 280 square foot for less than double the price.
Done. I need to make a note. I'm going to Lowe's tomorrow.
It's half. I mean, it's only 2 foot wide, so it's not as long as the craft paper from like the actual shipping craft paper, but you're going to use way less of it. So,
and that'd be used to like wrap up the CDs and take and keep them safeguarded when you send them in. Right?
Yeah, and pretty much if you have like 2 or 3 inches of extra space in your box, just crumble it up, stuff it in there, have the brown paper overflowing, so whenever you close the box, it keeps it all perfectly still.
Yeah, that's what I'm not liking at Amazon. The fact that like they put like two items, you know, they make you send them to like 2 or 3 different warehouses, and a lot of times it's like literally 2 tiny little SKUs for a huge box. So I end up paying an extra $4 or $5 for shipping 2 things when you could have just like stuffed them in one. You know?
Yeah.
Man, hate it.
Yeah, there's something to that. Like
10-minute warning on our recording here.
Yeah, I saw that. Also, I saw a good tip from Rocky on here. He said dumpster dive for the void fill and the packing supplies, which I never thought of that. But there's like a used newspaper bin out where I am, and as long as it's on a dry day, I'd say I can.
There you go.
Yeah.
Big appliance stores. Yep, absolutely. I mean, I'm already thinking of like 3 big cardboard recycle bins that I pass almost daily. I need to go check out.
Can I give you another suggestion?
Absolutely, Diane. We're all a family here.
I'm sorry. Have any of y'all tried a Craigslist? I just type in free boxes, like moving boxes.
Okay.
And so far, I started probably like end of October. I've gotten so much like paper and bubble wrap in there. And most of it's been for people that have just only moved one time that I haven't even had to purchase boxes or shipping anything yet because I've gotten so much just from going on Craigslist, typing in free boxes, and I've gotten the wrapping paper, bubble wrap, everything from people that have just been moved.
That's good. Never thought
to think about what I want to transition into.
I'm actually pulling out my Craigslist now so I don't forget.
This is actually a good beginner tips because, again, that's another question is like, where do I get boxes? Where do I get wrapping paper?
Yeah, even books. I've even typed in free books or books for sale, and I've gotten like really like 500 books for like $20 because people just been wanting to get rid of them.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if any eBay people are watching, but for Craigslist, type in eBay. Just search eBay, and all of the listings, and people will pop up like, this is selling for so and so on eBay, and I only want half of that. And honestly, that's how I figured out. That's how I got my first Amazon shipment. Really,
eBay's a good source for it.
I found a ton of blank VHS tapes. There was like 40 packs of them, and I can sell each pack for. I would get 16 profit on each one, and I paid 75 for all of them. There was 40 packs, so that was like $400 profit.
That's
but
insane.
They had it listed at like, these are selling for 5 each on eBay, so I only want 2 each. I was like, okay, well, I'll just take them all and sell them on Amazon for quadruple that. I mean,
that is awesome.
All right.
Man, what a good call to start with, right? I'm thinking, why don't we start next week? We'll focus on our favorite sourcing areas, whether that be your local stores or if you have any favorite websites. We'll do that for next week. I did want to end with the one I promised you guys I posted earlier. I found one this morning I got to check out that I'm freaking pumped about. I haven't actually bought anything on it because I literally sat down for the 20 spare minutes I had and I browsed through the website. So you guys know I'm a Goodwill fan, right? That's like 90% of where I'm finding this awesome stuff. Our Goodwill, I don't know why, but they're getting salvage items from somewhere. And half the time the box is beat to crap, but everything inside of it is still wrapped brand new. That's where I'm getting a lot of my stuff. So I did some research and I found that Goodwill has an online auction store. shopgoodwill.com. It's essentially eBay for Goodwill items. So it's Goodwill, the company that hosts this thing. And I was browsing through there earlier. Like I said, I haven't bought anything, but I found a blow-up R2-D2 that's remote control for like $8. And the bid was running out. So there was like 2 minutes left. It was at $8 and it's selling for $50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, I should have. I actually caught that one on the tail end of when I had to leave to go do my massage shift. I caught out the tail end. I'm like, oh crap, not gonna be able to get that. So shopgoodwill.com. Check it out if you guys are into auctions. It seems like a really good one. You can search by category and all that cool stuff too. So yeah, it should be a fun one for you to check out. But yeah, again, next week, let's each of us bring like 2 of our favorite websites or stores to go check out. And if you have any tips or methods that you use within that shopping. So we'll do that for next week. But aside from that, appreciate you guys hopping on here. I know it's late for some of you. So for those of you night owls, hoorah. I mean, entrepreneur life, we do not sleep much. But aside from that, I am out. If you guys have any parting words or anything.
I'm gonna decode this book. It says called Decoded, but I'm gonna decode this stuff because I read the last time I picked up this book. It was like I just picked it up out of just like out of impulse. Like, okay, maybe I'll use it, but I only got like 30 pages into it. But I remember those 30 pages. It has like sources, things online, like sourcing to where like we could have websites that give you items, a whole bunch of tools. And I was just browsing it as we were going through it right now. I was like, man, if I could like read it and like decode it and like every once a week like throw something out there.
That's awesome.
We're gonna get a lot of value of this book. I can see it. One of the best sellers on Amazon too.
That is awesome. Nice. We appreciate that.
So Latin Gladiator, what's your real name?
Carlos.
Okay.
I know. I love it. I need to change my name to something cool now.
We all should.
Everyone show up next week with a cool name.
All
right, guys. Appreciate you taking time to catch this. And if you're watching the recording, also appreciate you. We will catch you guys later.
Thank you, guys.
Peace out.
Take care.
Good night, guys. Later.